So, what's the real final move in the money game? It's not just about getting rich, you know? It's about reaching the actual end game, true financial freedom. It's about breaking free completely.
Okay, let's just jump right in with a really important question, one that gets to the heart of everything. Think about it. In this big money game we're all a part of, are you actually playing the game? Or is the game playing you? And that question really leads us to what financial freedom actually means. It's not about having a vault of gold. It's much simpler and way more powerful. It's about choice. It's that moment when you wake up and you're no longer forced to work just to survive. Your life is finally dictated by your terms, not the number in your bank account.
All right, so how do we actually get there? Well, the very first step is to stop being so vague about it. We have to stop chasing this fuzzy idea of being rich and start aiming for a real concrete target. And that target is what we'll call your freedom number.
And you know what? The formula to figure this out is surprisingly simple. It's all about this one equation. The moment your passive income, the money you make while you sleep, is bigger than or equal to your monthly expenses, boom, you've basically unlocked the next level of the game.
Okay, let's make that real for a second. Let's say your total monthly expenses are about 1 lakh rupees. Well, that's it. That becomes your target. You need to build up assets that can generate at least 1 lakh rupees for you every single month. That's your freedom number. See? It's not some crazy $1 billion fantasy. It's a specific and, most importantly, an achievable goal.
Now, knowing your number is one thing, right? But actually hitting it, that's a whole different story. This brings us to step 2, which is all about a fundamental shift in how you earn your money. It's about building the engine that's going to power your freedom. And that means moving from active income over to passive income.
So what's the difference? Well, it's pretty simple. With active income, you're trading your time for money. Essentially, you are the product. If you stop working, guess what? The money stops too. But with passive income, this is where the magic happens. Your money becomes your employee. It starts working for you around the clock 24/7. So what does this freedom engine actually look like in the real world? Well, we're talking about things like dividend stocks, rental income from properties, maybe revenue from a business that can run mostly without you. There are lots of options, but the really key insight here, the big mindset shift, is moving away from getting paid for your time and towards building assets that pay you. Period. Okay, so you've built the engine. You're generating passive income. You're almost there, but hold on, you're not done yet. This brings us to step 3, and it's all about playing defense. It's about mastering the art of protecting that wealth because, trust me, making money is only half the battle. Keeping it is the other half. And this is such a crucial point. When you look at families that have held on to wealth for generations, it wasn't because they made one big score. It's because they built a mindset of preservation. The goal completely shifts from just earning money to keeping it. So here are 3 key ways to protect that wealth. First, you've got to diversify your investments. You know the old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Second, you have to be smart about tax planning. And third, and this one is so important, you have to avoid lifestyle inflation. That's that sneaky trap where as soon as you make more money, your spending just automatically goes up to match it. It keeps you on that hamster wheel no matter how much you earn. Okay, this brings us to our final step. And honestly, it might be the most important one of all. You've built your wealth, you've protected it, so now what, right? This step is all about answering that one massive question. What is all of this money actually for? You see, financial freedom is just a tool. It's not the final destination. Just look at some of these folks. For Warren Buffett, that tool became about philanthropy on a massive scale. For people like Ratan Tata and Narayana Murthy, it's about nation building. For someone like Elon Musk, it's about pushing humanity forward. And for Naval Ravikant, it's about teaching other people how to escape the system, just like he did. So I'm going to turn that question back to you. And I mean it. Take a second and really think about this. If you woke up tomorrow morning and money was no longer an issue, you hit your number, what would you actually do with your life? What kind of impact would you want to make? And all of this brings us to the final move in the entire game. After all the strategy, the building, the protecting, it all boils down to one single conscious choice. The choice to exit the game completely. Because when you really look at the whole system, there are only 3 types of players, 3 possible outcomes. The vast majority of people, they stay trapped, trading their time for money forever.
Then you have another group, the ones who learn the rules and play the game really, really smart. But then there's a tiny few who achieve the real end game. They escape the game completely. And that is the ultimate takeaway here. The goal isn't to get the highest score. It's not about winning the money game. It's about earning the freedom to just walk away from the board and stop playing altogether. So the only real question left is, are you ready to make your exit?